Well, good morning, world. Mark Johnston here from Vid Conferences and sitting in great company with my partner, Joanne Jobin from IR Inc. and Vid Conferences. Joe, it's Friday, which means it's Friday morning musings with Mark and Joanne. Tell me what's happening in Quebec City in June.
Hi, Mark. As our audience knows, we are going to be hosting Canada's first Tier 1 mining conference. It takes place June 19th to 21st in Quebec City at the beautiful Chateau Frontenac. So we are inviting all of our investors and all of the mining companies. Of course, it's a private event. So these are invitation-only events, but I can say that we are now up to 45 companies. We welcomed a few more this week.
Fantastic.
We welcomed Euro Manganese, Fury Gold Mines, Group 10, and Goldterra. More to come on that, but it is shaping up beautifully.
I'm glad to hear there's always great news coming out of your office, Joanne, when it comes to a week-to-week update. So let me ask you this, in terms of key sponsors and allies in the event, you know, we've had great appeal to a number of companies and organizations in the industry. Who would you say kind of those first in that really saw the vision of what we've been creating at the Mining Investment Event of the North? Who are our key allies there?
Our key allies are the people that believed in the vision right from the get-go. People like Laurentian Bank, BMO, Stifel has been wonderful, Pear Tree, Haywood, IBK, Caisse de Depot. This week, we also welcomed North Equities, who's doing a great job in helping us promote the conference. And also, excitingly, we have welcomed the Northern Miner, who's going to help us host some of our panels and will be there to interview some of the mining companies that are there and the CEOs. So we're thrilled to have those partnerships.
Joanne, I'm always excited when we connect because there's more and more updates coming every week for the event happening in June. What do we experience as investors? Because Vid Conference, our whole mandate is to bring investors and companies together so investors can make informed decisions. So if I'm coming to this event, the venue is the Chateau Frontenac, one of the most beautiful hotels in Canada, and the Armory, historic and spectacular. What do I experience when I walk in through the doors at this event?
Well, one of the things that makes us a Tier 1 mining conference is we are really focused on the investors. This is not a trade show. This is a conference that is going to feature all commodities. We're focused on green energy as well. But the key thing here is that we are giving investors and mining companies, the executives, opportunities to meet with the investors through a one-on-one program. We have the same setup that you would get at the Denver Gold Forum, for example, or the Precious Metals Summit, with constructed one-on-one rooms. The difference between our conference is that every single issuer will get their own personal one-on-one room. So in fact, it will be the investors that are going from room to room as opposed to the mining companies that are running from room to room. So I think that really speaks well to the way we've organized it. Nancy Larned, who's our VP of Conferences, who is a professional in the field of event management, formerly with Precious Metals, has been instrumental in helping us put all of this together.
Wonderful. I know Nancy brings a great deal of experience and vision to the event. So I do want to talk also, Joe, about other events happening around the Mining Investment Event of the North. Obviously, we're in mid-June in Quebec City. What event are we coming off of in the Montreal area, might I ask?
Well, first of all, the PDAC, which I believe ends on the Wednesday, which is great for us because we are already getting spillover from companies and also from investors and other people that want to attend. That's fantastic. But a lot of people, particularly European investors, are going from the PDAC to the Grand Prix in Montreal, and then they're coming over to us. Voila. So that really makes it effective for people who want to visit the PDAC and also want to take advantage of the Grand Prix happening just before us.
So Joanne, working with you on this great event, this great brand has been a real pleasure. You come to this experience of vid conferences with a wealth and decades of work in the investor relations capacity. Tell me how that work has really bridged into vid conferences and creating in-person experiences for the investor.
Well, there's a couple of things, in creating vid and having you as a fantastic partner. The reason we created vid in the first place was to give clients the opportunity, and mining companies and other companies in other industries, the opportunity to be the masters of their own destiny. We're not saying to companies, hey, we have like 10,000 followers and let us push your stuff out, which, would be nice. Eventually we'll get there. But what we're really doing is we're allowing companies to be the masters of their own destiny and allowing them to build that grassroots following. That's what we really wanted companies to do to begin with. And then, of course, we started doing virtual conferences, which was wildly successful and still continues to be successful for us. And then the in-person conference naturally evolved from that. But the one thing I will say, as a long-time IR professional, we don't want to say how long I've been around because, for the mining sector, I can say I've been here since the Cretaceous age. So, but let's just say that I wanted to create something that was fairly priced for the industry. And we've carried that across everything that we do, whether it's a vid forum, whether it's an interview, whether it's an in-person conference, or whether it's a virtual conference. The price point for me became critical. There's a lot of services out there that charge a lot of money, and power to them, kudos to them. But as an IR person, I wanted to be able to offer that to my colleagues at the best price point and also with the best analytics in the business. And I believe we've achieved that.
Great. Thank you for that, Joe. I appreciate where you come from as a visionary in the industry and the fact that we're now bringing such a great team together to really service companies and investors at the same time. So, there's a real sense on my part that as the energy builds towards June, there are more and more people coming on board. I know that there are various other surprises to be added to the experience that we'll get to in the coming weeks, but just really want to say thank you for all you're doing for the Vid Conference brand. I know that the companies that work with us have been very happy so far, and we get to bring all sorts of great stories to an audience, which is really what I love to do through my career. So I think bringing both sides of the coin together has worked quite well so far, and we look forward to more updates with you as things move along.
Thank you, Mark. Look forward to next Friday. Bye-bye.
All the best.